The ChatFight drinking game rules are: if Sharon mentions acting,
says strawberry buttholes,
or name drops a celebrity,
if Brett is making an inappropriate joke,
when he's mansplaining,
or makes a sexual innuendo,
if Joanna mentions Poland,
talks about postal work,
or says, "What the fuck?"
Also, we take a shot or finish our drink if
Brett is objectified by myself or Joanna,
anyone goes on a long, angry rant,
both of us ladies disagree with what Brett is saying.
So grab a drink and enjoy the show.
For Gonzo Radio, this is super time.
Who's got their drink with you? All right, everybody's ready to go. And all of a sudden, ladies, let me hear your voices. How you doing?
What?
Yeah.
We're good. We're
There's
happy.
my girl Sharon. There's my girl Joanna.
How
And
you
while we're
doing?
here, we got them on the screen right away. Let me introduce our guest tonight. We've got this in our new segment that we're going to start featuring new and upcoming comics. We got this guy. I've
New
seen him
and
a
upcoming.
couple times. He's not bad. I like this guy. This is what is it? How do you pronounce it? Priester, Christopher Priester. Everybody.
Woo! And I gotta clap my hands.
I want to welcome Christopher Priester to the show.
Should we throw our underwear at him?
Thank you
No,
for that introduction, Brett.
No
Not really,
problem.
honey.
Thank you so much.
So,
Well,
so
never
as a
mind.
new comic, how are you finding the scene? Are you finding your way?
Life is beautiful.
Great.
Life's about
How you
relationship.
been? How you been,
Oh,
man?
Good. Just chilling, hanging out, quarantining, minding my business.
Yeah. Haven't been doing any shows lately?
I did a gig last week at a down on South Beach at a private room,
Mm.
and I showed some pictures.
You went into the heart of Corona territory.
Hey, I was there with Evander Holyfield and all my Jewish friends. It was great.
Ooh. Hey, you want to pick up
My
that name
pal.
you just dropped? That one was heavy.
Evander Holyfield.
Evander?
Yeah.
That's
Holy
what
Yeah, yeah.
He thinks.
Yeah,
I'm
we heard it the first time you dropped it.
Yeah. And 2 weeks ago, I hung out with BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Oh, I saw that picture.
Yeah, that was scary.
Oh, that's awesome, though.
Yeah, great group. Great group. It's 9 chapters in the state of Florida. Bikers Against Child Abuse. They're biker guys with the beards, leather and everything, but
I bet a lot of tall men there.
yeah. Yeah, you would have fit in there, Joanna. You would have fit in there.
Joanna is so horny tonight.
That's okay. There's
I'm
a lot
not.
of black in the screen.
Well, that's what Rick Warren do to you.
But
What
did
are
you
you
do a
kids talking about tonight? What is this world going on? What are we doing tonight?
Oh,
Did
man,
you wait?
there's
Did
so-
you do a
so
comedy
much.
show with the bikers? I'm just curious. That's very interesting.
Yeah, they had their convention
Uh-huh.
in Boca Raton, and I came there. They hired me to tell jokes. It was nice. It
Yeah,
was
that's
different.
awesome.
They were
Yeah.
receptive. They
It's a
weren't.
crowd.
They weren't all walled off. They weren't
No,
these big bad mean bikers that wouldn't laugh at
That's
anything.
Funny is
That's good.
funny. It doesn't matter. Funny is funny. I mean, my life in college, I hung out with nice biker trailer type guys. So those are my type guys. So I like them too.
Yeah, and they're
Trailer
good
type
people.
guys. I feel like you censored yourself there for a second.
Yeah, I
You didn't
catch
put it- you-
myself quickly.
you-
And they're
We
good
just
people.
started.
You
We
left out
just
the trash
started.
part.
We just started. I don't want to go there right out of the gate. Let's just get your friends acclimated that there's a little color on the screen tonight, and we're gonna have some fun.
Oh, they'll be just fine.
Oh, no, we're gonna have some fun.
And while we're getting acclimated, I'll get Bradley ready to cue it up. We have a drinking game, so everyone will be loosened up very well pretty soon. All of our co-hosts here have a drink ready. And if Brad could roll the rules for the drinking game for all of our viewers, that would be awesome.
The ChatFight drinking game rules are: if Sharon mentions acting,
Says strawberry buttholes,
or name drops a celebrity,
if Brett is making an inappropriate joke,
When he's mansplaining,
or makes a sexual innuendo,
If Joanna mentions Poland,
talks about postal work,
or says, "What the fuck?"
also we take a shot or finish our drink if
Brett is objectified by myself or Joanna,
Anyone goes on a long, angry rant.
both of us ladies disagree with what Brett is saying.
So grab a drink and enjoy the show.
Thought.
So,
All
That's what I
right.
thought.
Now that everyone knows the drinking game rules, we are going to get this show started. Sharon, what'd you do this week? Sharon stepped out for a second. Joanna, how was your week?
Yes.
my week,
Oh
you
my
really want to
goodness,
know
what did
how
I
my
do
week
this
was?
week? What?
Go ahead, Sharon.
Go.
I worked all week and then Friday took off with the fam and for the weekend, for the holiday weekend, and came up here to a place called Winter Haven. I've never been here. It's near Orlando. And a place, a little resort called the Lake Roy Inn. And it's really great. It's right on a lake. And we brought the jet skis and thingies, and it was the whole family, and it was really great. And Joanna actually came up. She joined us for a 24-hour hit and run. But I'm still here. As you can see, I'm in the luxurious,
I know you look like you're in some sort of a Roman palace.
It's far from a Roman palace. But it was good for my soul to get away and to get away.
It's beautiful over there.
Spend time with my
It really
grandson
is.
and my people. It was just beautiful. I really loved it.
Did you do
So,
anything special this
Happy
week,
4th of
Joanna?
July.
Happy 4th of July.
No, the only special thing was that trip
You're allowed to say that.
over there. I just worked and moped.
What?
I
I'm
just
sorry.
work. I work and mope. You know, I work. I come home. I mope, and then I go back to work to mope some more. And and then I left and went to see Sharon, and that was great. That was the only good thing, really.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
do anything special this week, Chris?
No, just being black this week, the usual. I just stayed
Really?
home, quarantine,
Yeah,
got some fireworks,
Oh, nice.
you
Watch
shot
my
fireworks.
neighbors. watch my
You were one-
neighbors.
You were one of those assholes shooting fireworks off?
Pretty much. Tradition.
I got annoyed at the people shooting fireworks off in the middle of the day.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's like some small dick energy shit right there.
Another great thing from China. Fireworks.
Yeah, they had a lot of fireworks last night at the lake. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sharon
we had-
said, oh my gosh, that was crazy. And we saw fireworks from Legoland, and we made a video. You guys gotta check it out on Facebook. I was recording the video of the fireworks in Legoland, and Sharon was singing
God bless America.
with that cute little
Beautiful.
voice. And then she was singing, what was the Born in America? Born in America.
Born in the USA.
Yeah.
That would be Bruce Springsteen. Know your stuff.
I was singing it.
Know your
Oh my
stuff.
God. I
Bruce
can't even-
Springsteen.
It was
I
like,
wasn't
it
trying
was
originally.
great.
I'm not trying to be anything
Like we
fancy.
tried a lot of patriotic songs, but we like ran out of
Being
words.
patriotic.
Bruce is actually a New Jersey guy. Just
No
like
shit.
look
Yeah,
at me.
know
I know
your
my
shit.
people.
Don't be
Look at me. I know
don't
my.
be
I told you I know my white people, Brett. I told you.
Don't disrespect Bruce Springsteen and
I
Chris's
know my
presence.
stuff.
I love Bruce
I know
Springsteen.
my
I thought I was gonna say don't disrespect our guest.
No, I know him. He's my dude. I like Bruce. I love that dude. Born in the US.
And Joanna
Chris,
has left
I have
us
to
with the
tell
cat.
you, I not only am here come get at you too, comedian, because I I
Wait,
enjoy
wait.
watching you and listening to you and what you have to say. But I love your fucking. I have to keep down the cursing because the kitties.
Yeah.
Your Facebook page. I love the Facebook page. Like, I really enjoy it. I love what you post. I love what you write. I really do. I really dig your Facebook page because you say the shit that people are thinking that are too afraid to post what you actually post. And I love it. You make me so happy. And if you ever unfriend me, I'll be.
No, never. Thank you. Share.
I mean it. I mean, it may not mean anything that I mean it, but I'm just telling you the truth.
Yes, it means so much. It means so
I know.
much.
Yeah.
Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Let's hug it out.
Yes. I think we're all big fans of Chris Priest. Your social media.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your social media is great.
Yes,
Oh.
but it just and your everything, your comedy. The first time I heard you was in Swampgrass Willie's. You were like the headliner there.
Oh, I came to the swamp.
That was a
I
long
sure
time ago.
did.
Yeah, I was like,
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, that dude is like hilarious. I was like, I love it.
Where?
Are you kidding? That's why we were driving. Are you kidding? Why do you think we keep coming to Lounge what? Lounge 58? Is it or 59? I mean, it's like, you know, he's like, oh my God, yeah. Don't do the girly shit. There's no girls here.
Elementary school, man. You know I'm soft. I'm soft by nature.
And Chris, your better half just popped into the chat room and said Ebony and Olive.
Oh God, Jesus. Oh my God.
Oh
your boy
my gosh,
Dougie.
he's married.
Yeah, what?
I'm just kidding. I knew that.
You knew that.
Who popped
You
into
better
the chat?
have. I know. I'm just
Why
kidding.
can't I see anything?
But so
what are we talking about? That what happened? What are we doing here?
Well, I was gonna segue through your social media post. You are so hard to figure out where you come from. You have a lot of different views on different topics, and I wanted to see what your opinion was on the Karens that are wielding guns nowadays. There's an incident in St. Louis, and then there was one in Michigan. The Michigan one is the woman that got bumped into somebody right outside of a Chipotle, and then they got into an altercation, and as they tried to leave, they hit the car, and she got out with a gun. And then you got the two the white couple in St. Louis that are trying to protect their property.
what the hell is going on, Chris? Tell us.
That's what
You're
we.
the teacher.
That's
Teach
what we
us.
come to. People feel the need. They got to defend themselves. You know, with defunding cops and things of that sort, so people think they got to take matters into their own hands. And some people's matters are a little different than ours. Might take a while for Brett or Sharon to pull out an old gun and go Karen. Some people it's not taking too long. The fuse is getting short, and we're going to start seeing it every day. Unfortunately, we're going to see it every day, and that's where we're headed. It's sad.
Times are getting contentious, man. You don't know where people's heads are at.
Yeah, I just stay nice to everybody, man. You don't know who's packing now.
That's right.
That's the best thing to do.
Yeah, and I'm tall. They coming for me quick, so I gotta be nice.
They got to take you out at the knees, bring you down to size.
They're coming at me quick, so I'm a very nice guy. And before we even get far into your little political stuff, let me just tell you what I am. I'm black. I don't do liberal conservative.
Whoa.
Let me teach. I'm going to teach.
This wasn't cleared with me.
Is there a black party?
I'm black in America. I am socially Republican because I'm black. I'm Christian. We like guns. We like capital. I don't hang out with people that like free stuff, welfare, and we're not the happiest, with the rainbow community. I'm not, I like them, but we're not woo like that.
Right.
You're probably like most people. We're fine with them.
Hardcore Americans, black old school African Americans, they don't get down like that. So we're socially Republican, but we vote Democrat for some reason.
So you're basically a normal person.
Yeah, I don't care either way.
You're like a normal person. You're not
pretty much.
You're not one of those crazies that just went wacko 3 weeks ago and decided let's just fuck it all up because shit hit the fan. You're a normal person.
Yeah,
That's what it seemed like to me, like all the time. Like that's
Yeah, it's been so good. It was going so good until June, man. I mean, these 3 years, you guys were just fighting each other. It was liberal, conservative, white versus white. Hey, black guys, I wasn't doing anything. We were just making money, doing our thing. And then here we go. We just got to, boom, here comes some protesting and stuff. And now we're back in the front again. Dang it. Dang it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I'm just curious. Did it ever happen to you, like the racial profiling, like what people talk about? I have friends that I work with, and they had some situations that happened to them.
I'm just trying to give you which scenario is best for the show. It's happened plenty of times. It's just, I'm just witty at the mouth. I can talk, and I'm gonna be honest. Let me be honest. My growing up in South Florida helped me a lot. How about that? Because I'm 48, so I had to go to elementary school with white kids. Then I went to high school with white kids, but I went to all black middle school. So when I went to college in Tallahassee, I was a redneck town. So I had a lot of run-ins up there, but because I was from down here and I've been around so many white people, I know how to talk my way out. So I don't have the story about getting slammed down and going to jail and all that stuff, but I got family members that it's happened to. I got family members with statues in front of colleges because they got killed in the 60s. So I know what it is, but me personally, I've talked my way out of it enough, but I've had my run-ins.
Right.
But I don't have any, Rodney King story. I haven't been beaten or nothing like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
law enforcement. I got relatives that are cops, so it's kind of weird for me.
So from your perspective, South Florida or Florida in general is fairly well-mannered or at least respectful?
No, we're crazy. It's
No,
just
I'm talking about the police.
Oh, no, they're crazy. We got down here. It's just, I'm just well-mannered. Let's just say that. I try not to give them a reason to bother me. How about it? I try to do the right thing. I follow the law. Yeah, I follow.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you follow the law, then chances are you might not get into too much trouble.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I try.
They still get in trouble.
Yeah, you still gonna get in trouble. I can still get in trouble, but I try, due to my upbringing, I think, I'm 48 now. Hopefully all my rough years are over, the years that I really could have got in trouble. I think they're behind me, hopefully.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's everybody. You don't have to be black or white. When you're younger, you get in trouble.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been in trouble when I was younger too, and I mean.
When was that? Last year?
Well, kind of too. Yeah. Well, but I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
What
Back to some shit I did when I was a kid.
Black anthem, because I don't know what the hell that is.
Yes.
I know you had
educate us about that. You're a teacher. Teach teacher.
That's why we're here. And it was almost insulting because I grew up in a rural black Baptist church, so I know the song, okay? But
it's a hymn, right?
90% of black people don't know the song. I'm just sitting there thinking about Tom Brady or Drew Brees looking around the first time the Black National Anthem comes out, and they're looking around like, what's this? and 85% of the players on the field, the black guys, are even going to be looking like, man, what the fuck is this? I ain't heard this one.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so
I apologize. I don't know what it is,
I know
Chris.
it's not your fault. Most people
thought it was like a made-up thing.
No. It was.
It's a church hymn. It's a hymn. And it has so many references to.
Yeah, it was a brother named James Weldon Johnson wrote the song early 1900s, and it was adopted as the Negro National Anthem. It's sang during Black History Month in February. So if you're not at a Black History Month event, you would have never heard the song. They don't sing it no other time of the year. It's in February, Black History Month.
But where do they sing it?
At the Black Baptist Church, at a church. Got to be at the church, Joanna, not the club.
I go to church. I go to church, just not the Black Baptist Church.
I believe it. You look holy.
I haven't been to church for a while, okay? I haven't been to church for a while, but.
Yeah, Catholic church is cool. That's why I sent my son to school.
I go to Christ Fellowship.
My son went to Catholic high school down here. So that was cool. That was an experience, Sharon, Susan. Sharon, I'm drinking already. Yeah, Sharon, that Ash Wednesday.
Let's have a drink, Chris. Come on.
Sharon, Ash Wednesday did not go well at the Catholic school. That guy
You're funny.
did not
You're
go
funny.
well.
Yeah, there will be no ashiness in your house.
Well, you know what? Well, I'll just say that one of the parents at the school, one of the brothers, one of the teachers told the kid that, hey, it wouldn't look good on you. So he told his mama. He told his mama, and you know what happened, baby? Channel 10 News. Woo-woo! Was at the school.
It's terrible. It's not about how it looks on you. It's the thing.
It's what it represents.
Yeah, you're dark.
What they're doing. I mean, I understand, but what is she, a freaking comedian sister Eloise over there?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
The teacher said in front of the children. Yeah. And that wasn't long ago.
That was one of my questions. That was one of my questions that I had for you this week. Even though I said I wasn't going to come on the show, but I actually gave my question to Joanna to pass along. But then I said, oh no, I can't miss this show because Chris is on. I have to be on it. Chris, I want to know, do you feel that what's happening in the world right now is a teaching opportunity for not only young people, but for the adults as well? Do you feel that all of this that's happening right now it will come out when it all, I'm God willing to get through this, that it's a great teaching opportunity? You're a teacher.
Yes and no. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've seen this rodeo before. I said, okay, 1992, I'm in college. I'm at FAMU. Rodney King gets beat up. Everybody getting the Africa medallion around their neck. We're marching to the Capitol, fight the power. We got the public enemy. We're fighting the power. And after a couple of months, it'll fizzle away. We'll be doing something else. Because see, I know this. All right, I'm with my friends. I gotta let it go, right? I gotta let it go. This is why you brought me, right?
Yeah.
Because see, what happens is, my good liberal friends are going to march with me, per usual, and scream, power to the people, oh, help the black folks, but they're going to get everybody else's agenda signed or everything else done for somebody else except for the black people. I don't get it. Because just this week alone, last week, we signed one for the transgenders and we signed something for the immigrants. But what do we sign for the black people? A hashtag. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Hashtag BLM.
That's why I wanted to ask you that. I really wanted to hear. I just respect you so much, and
I know what, Sharon.
If you say it,
what's so sad? If you say it, you're racist. If you say it, you're a racist. But if I say it and I'm black,
Yeah.
At least this week, I'm not even Uncle Tom this week. They actually like, oh, really? For real? Yeah, that really does happen. That really does happen.
I feel like that's so disrespectful when anybody ever calls somebody an Uncle Tom.
Why?
Like you're just saying they can't have their own fucking opinion that doesn't agree with you?
There was a book, Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah, I got some homeboys who are real black Republicans, like for real, and say it out loud. Yeah. And everybody calls Uncle Tom. Oh, your Uncle Tom. Whatever. I mean, if speaking well and having some money is Uncle Tommy, well, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my take on it, Sharon. They're not gonna catch me up with this crap this time. So I'm watching. I'm hoping. Hopefully, hopefully some nice things come out of this. I'll wait. I'll be patient.
Do you have any brothers?
No, it's just one older sister. It's just me and my sister.
I really want to get married.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I can hook you up though. I got some sugar daddy homeboys.
I don't want a sugar daddy. I want a companion. I don't need a sugar daddy.
No. But I mean, but they're young and spry, Joanna. I mean,
they're gonna give you the sugar.
Yeah, I know the age group. For you.
Okay,
I
okay.
know what to do.
If you put it that way.
I got the profile for you. I know what to get you.
Yeah. She likes
And your
young, tall, and dark nipples.
And they love those. And they love those post office shorts.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Those
really?
those male girl shorts. They love
It's
them.
all about the shorts. Okay, gotcha. I hate the shorts. They give me a farmer's tan.
I got you.
But no, but seriously, it's like I don't honestly like. I'm from Poland, right?
Of course.
Drink.
So I'm growing up in the country.
You said Poland. Everybody got a drink.
I said Poland. Sorry. I grew up in the country with literally no diversity.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now there is because the borders open and stuff. So I mean I've lived here for 30 years, so I'm not like I didn't just hop up from under the rock yesterday.
You've been here a while.
Yeah. But all this, it's like, wow, and in the recent weeks, I have been called some pretty nasty names. I've been called basically nasty racist bitch because of my thought process, I guess.
And I want to apologize for that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No way.
Yes. And it made me cry, and it made me rethink, made me think. And I mean, I do realize I didn't grow up here. I don't know a lot about all these situations and stuff, but I don't know. I still don't know. I'm still like, okay, I don't know what the fuck. Okay.
That's okay, but you're Polish, so you're white, so you're safe.
So you mean
Don't worry, you're good.
So you mean when we have to pay the what is it called? The whatever, what's the
reparations?
Yeah, reparations. I'm not gonna have to, thank God. I mean, I wasn't even here. No, I'm just kidding.
But you have the complexion for protection, babe. You're all right.
Oh, I see.
You're good.
No, but I'm so fully aware. I'm an ignorant person. I don't fully understand all this.
No, you're not.
No,
it's upsetting to me, everything that's going on. It's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I look at people and I'm like, I don't even see it as anything threatening, or I don't know.
You know what?
I hate this. I really hate this. I'm ready to go back to Poland. Let me put it this way.
No, don't do that.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, don't do that. We want you here. We want you here.
ChatFight from Poland. There is Zoom in Poland.
We want you here.
I need you here, Joanna.
Not the people that called me nasty racist bitch. They don't.
They are simple people, and they're just going to the lowest common denominator.
I was just like,
that they can throw at somebody.
Bored. They're bored in quarantine. They're just hating because you're out there on the mail truck making money every day. They're just hating, girl.
I don't know. Well, they can too. I mean, they can
wish they were you.
My truck has a big sticker on it. We're hiring. I mean, it's open to everybody. Like shit. I mean, seriously.
I think that's what it comes down to in the country. Everyone's talking about what Jim said, Joanna. It comes down to those who work and those who don't work. That's in this country, that's the big divide. And I'm sorry, that's the fact. Okay. Yeah. There's the working people and then there's the non-working people. And everyone wants to call it this, that, and the other thing. But you know what it comes down to in brass tacks? It's the working people and the non-working people. That's the difference.
I have been on a rampage all week long because I live in a nice neighborhood. I have a nice, mixed, diverse community, and we have one Section 8 family.
I know, I seen your post.
You're talking about working versus non-working.
That's what I'm talking about, though, Chris.
And the whole neighborhood is looking like we all got to earn it.
Right.
Everybody's got to earn it. But these guys,
hanging
out, pool party.
Wait, didn't they have the loudest fireworks and everything?
The best ones. 4 bedrooms.
Where'd they get the money for that?
4-bedroom, 3-bath, pool, party every weekend, groceries everywhere. It drives me. Oh.
That's the problem. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's to me, that's the discrepancy. Because it could be a white trash family living there, and it could be a whatever family living there, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the working against the non-working. That's what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we all have
That's
the
the
same
problem.
opportunities. It's not like they didn't have the opportunities to
That's the
earn.
problem.
You know what I
We
mean?
all have the opportunity to go to work.
Yeah,
We all have the opportunity. You know how many people came at me because I actually, hey, listen, those two people that were standing in front of the house with their guns, now granted, she wasn't holding the gun right, whatever. But I had got into it with so many people because let me tell you something. I'm a licensed gun owner. And let
You
me
got
tell
into
you,
it with me, bitch.
someone's coming for me, I'm coming for you. And that's it. And if you, and so many people came at me, and you know what my response is? Do you own a home? Do you own a home? And you know what they, crickets. And then I go back at them and I go, and does your mom and dad have a house? And would you not protect their home? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's all I got to say about it.
That's a drink right there, for sure.
We gotta put that in the drinking game. When Sharon says, "Get the fuck out of here."
No, that was a long, angry rant. That's a drink roll.
I know, that was
my
awesome.
long angry rant, Chris. So we
loved it.
You did it when my 9-year-old was walking by. I just made him go.
Oh no! Tell her we're sorry.
Tell her I'm a movie star. Just say she's a movie star. She's allowed to talk like that.
He's like, Dad, this chick is
You know what his
feisty.
dad is?
Well,
He
okay.
knows not to say that stuff.
Would
He's
you give
raised
my
right.
apologies? I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
I apologize.
You're fine.
Sorry. So I have another question that we've been battling this. We've been battling this for the last 2
Son or your
episodes.
daughter?
What's up?
I'm giving kids.
The Aunt Jemima thing. We've been battling this for 2 episodes. The Aunt Jemima thing.
Sarah!
That's serious. Yes. We've last week.
Again.
Listen, last week we've battled this for 2 episodes. Last week we need a teacher to teach us. Last week, Sharon, come on, you almost walked off the show. You were that was a long, angry rant. I ended up drunk. I drank so much after that. We had to drinking rules. I mean, do these things help? Do you think these things help?
You're very quiet tonight.
I'm not trying to yell over people.
It's a start. I keep hearing people say it's a start. It's a start. I'm like, a start to what? If things get done by going to vote, you vote locally first. Then you go get some laws changed. You get some things done. Now you're snatching down some statues, some bad guys, whatever. But at the end of the day, after about 2 or 3 weeks, just like everything else I said earlier, it's going to go away. And we're going to be right back to square one because nobody changed anything in a law or something that.
In the big picture.
And again, not being a jerk, but that's why other groups do better than that's why I have to depend on others. Okay? I tell people all the time, Black Americans are slaves. I came supposed as a slave. So don't compare me to an immigrant. There's a big difference. An immigrant brings his culture, his values, his religion, his culture, all that good stuff. A slave does what he's told. So with that said, we come up here now and we got all these different groups. Even today, I'm still waiting on some other group to save me. I'm still waiting on something. Oh, we're going to vote. When we get Joe Biden, then he's going to save us. No, he ain't. I got to do this myself. No, he ain't. So my thing is, why do you think last week, after they were shouting all this Black Lives Matter stuff, they wrote something for the transgenders and the immigrant community? Why? Because they got power. They show up and vote. They made their voices known over the last 40, 50 years. So when one of them step to you with a bill or with something that needs to get signed, oh, you better get it done or we're not going to vote for you. And it's going to hurt you where it's supposed to hurt you at the polls. But, oh, Chris, black guys, we might show up, we might not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Depends who's voting. Yeah, they don't respect. I'm black and though I don't even know when they keep saying, oh, the black community. I don't, what is that? The hood where I grew up at? You think I'm gonna move back there? See, here's the difference. Now, my mom grew up in the neighborhood because she didn't have a choice. My mom and dad had to live in one neighborhood. They used to call it redlining. This is when you hear people say, "Oh, blacks making excuses."
Right.
I'm gonna show you why this is not. I'm gonna show you why this was not an excuse. My parents could only live in one part of Fort Lauderdale. So now that's the ghetto. Well, when I was coming up, that's where all the blacks stayed. So you had 2-parent homes, whether they were doctors, lawyers, teachers, whatever, they were all in that same neighborhood. So what did they tell me and my sister? Hey man, you're gonna do better than me. You got a chance. You going to school with them white people. So all my life, we're getting beat in my head that in order for you to be good, you got to get away from black people. So now that I'm older, me and my sister, where does she live? Way out by Sawgrass. Where do I live? Out in Inverary with my Jewish friends. So guess what? Now I got a kid. So now I got a son. So guess what happens? You know, God forbid, whenever that time when mom leaves this earth, guess what? Hey, son, I got a house for you over there by Dillard. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You can stay in there rent free. All you got to do is pay the light bill. He's going to look at me with his Catholic school education and say, Dad, surely you just.
Surely you just. Yeah.
Are you serious, Dad? Do you want me to live over there, Dad, with those people, Dad? Are you serious? with those people, those are black people. Those are your people. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But that's what he's going to say. Oh, really? Oh, God, Dad, no. Oh, my sister's kids. They're growing up west. They've grown up bougie. My son's been on boats. My son's been on jet skis. He don't know nothing about this.
Jet skis. That's hysterical.
Chris, I can't remember if you reposted this or not. I think you did. What was your thought about the president of Ghana saying if anybody wants to come back, you're free to come back?
Yeah, come on, man.
That was ridiculous.
Really, bro? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Who is president of what? Of Ghana?
Yeah.
Of Ghana.
Where? I
Yeah.
don't know anybody over there. I love it. I mean, I would really love to find out my tribe and all that good stuff. I have no idea where to start from. When I hit Priesters in Ancestry.com, it says a small group of German settlers who settled in South Carolina and they taught the slaves how to read. So I got some German in me.
Oh my God.
You're German.
So my great-great-grandfather was half white, yes. And my aunts and uncles married white people before it was fashionable. So all my cousins look like Steph Curry. Light skin, curly hair. I got all of. I mean, they were doing this in the '60s. They were marrying white people in the '60s. I got an uncle and an aunt that married white people and stayed with them forever. It was crazy. The family reunion was lit, man. The looks. Oh boy. Ooh, I got some stories. Oh man. Oh.
So actually going to Ghana would be like a mistake because you might not even belong there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Yeah, they would probably look at us like we're stupid. Like,
right.
You guys were like slaves. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They probably I bet they would look down on us, technically. I bet they would. Probably uppity, Ghana, I've seen some of those fancy palaces over there and stuff. I mean, they probably look at us like we were stupid. I'm all those aside.
Your buddy Dougie said that's why Chris has a body of Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, Nowitzki.
Nowitzki.
Jesus, you're showing your whiteness.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry. Did they play soccer?
Oh Christ.
What about baseball? Is that a baseball?
Oh God.
Well, listen, my DNA test, my ancestry.com told me that I was 2% black Nigerian. So
I see it all day.
I know. I
Oh,
feel it.
Jesus, Joel.
I know. Can you see it?
I think they do that on everyone's 23andMe and all those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, you know what I think actually happened,
Nigerian,
because
just to
I'm
be
like a
like-
European. I
You
think
know what I mean? I
seriously,
think they do that on
they
purpose.
migrated from Nigeria to Europe like fucking 1,000 years ago, and whatever went on there. That's what happened.
Oh,
So
wow.
like 2%.
My
Oh, wow.
23andMe test came back with a bottle of Irish vodka, Irish whiskey.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that DNA thing.
No.
yeah, I loved it. I
That
thought
ain't
that
for
was
me.
fun. I thought
Nobody's
that
going to
was
have my DNA, so when something happens, they go, oh, she did it. Not happening.
Oh, the voice.
No, I thought that was fun. But
I
seriously,
just want to watch about 5 mafia movies every time I hear you talk, Sharon. It's just so.
I know she sound like a.
I know. I just want to watch.
I'm
So
writing a pilot, Chris.
I want to watch so many
Chris,
gangster
I'm
movies
writing a
right now.
pilot. I can't wait for you to
Oh
see
my
it.
gosh,
I
Sharon,
know.
do
You're my
tell,
girl.
do tell him, Big M.
Sharon's my girl. Sharon has
Oh,
come
no,
down.
that's the movie.
me.
I'm going to be in the
Sharon's
movie
come down to
at the end of
my girl.
August.
What's that, babe?
What? I'm sorry.
I didn't hear you. Did you
Tell
tell
him about the Mambo
You can't hear
Italiano.
me either. I'm sorry.
Mambo Italiano.
A
Tell him.
Mambo Italiano is a film that I'm going to be in the end of August, hopefully, God willing, if COVID
Oh, yes.
cooperates. Flying out to LA to work on that. And I play a mob boss. Can you imagine?
Well,
A female mob boss.
Duh.
Big M. Big M.
Well, normally I get cast as like the mob wife, like the wife of a gangster.
Yeah.
So like I'm the boss, which I really love.
You'll be great.
And who's in the movie, Chris and Brett and Joanna? Brett and Joanna already know, but from the Green Book, and I don't know if you saw the Green Book, Chris, but it was a beautiful fucking movie. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. But one of the actors in the Green Book, which was an Academy Award winner, won all the awards 2 years ago.
I think my wife made me
his
watch
name-
that once.
What?
I think my wife made me watch that movie once. Green
She
Book.
made you.
It was
That's
I think she
amazing.
made me watch
It was amazing. It was such a great movie.
it.
And so one of the
hoping you
actors
might-
that's in that.
I'm going to ask my mom to pray for you because he's 89. He listens to her. He listens
Thank you.
to her.
I love all my prayer warriors, Chris.
Yeah, I will
I
ask
love-
her to do it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I
girl,
appreciate
you
it.
just went Baptist.
It's
Oh, I
gonna be
love all
good.
my prayer warriors. Did you catch that, Brett? I love all my
Yep.
prayer warriors. She went Baptist
I
on
love
that girl.
all my prayer warriors.
I heard you,
Yes,
Sharon.
I do.
That was Baptist
Yes,
right
I
there.
do.
Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. What church do you go to, Chris? I
I'll
want to go.
go pray
Oh,
with
God.
you,
I know.
Mama. I have no problem with that.
What's the name of it?
I'm ready.
When I go, oh my God. When I go to church,
What's the name of it? You said
Mount Olive Baptist Church in Fort
the
Lauderdale.
what?
Grew
Go
up there.
again.
Mount Olive. It's a plant.
Really?
Baptist Church. Baptist Church.
I
in
know.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, no
Mount
white
Ebony
people.
and
No
Olive?
white
Mount
people.
Olive Baptist Church.
Yeah, no white people. But
Will
you're
I
allowed.
be? Would I be
You're allowed
allowed?
during political season.
They're not
No,
allowed.
I-
Wait a minute. They're not allowed, or they just don't go?
No, if I wore my hat, his mother would
Too
let
much
me come with her.
Joanne,
And
it's too much action in there. We be all that clapping and stuff. Too much action.
I love it.
Now, all jokes aside, Joanne, since I'm 48, the first president I can remember coming is Jimmy Carter. They all come this is a little known fun fact. Every Democrat candidate finds the big black church in the city, and he stops by and sings one verse of Amazing Grace.
And that's it.
Hands up and says, I love the black man. And we vote for him.
Mhm.
It's from Jimmy Carter to Billy Clinton to Hillary. I've seen them all. They all come through the Obama. I've met them. They've all come
Wow.
through
And
with
they
a
sing
big,
one
with a
verse.
big church in town, and they come because they know what they
Did you
know.
meet Obama?
Yeah, he came in the hood, got a haircut. He went deeper. He went to church and then got a haircut on
And he sang 2
Trunk
verses.
Boulevard. That is a true story. On Sis Trunk Boulevard, he got a haircut.
He went to this trunk. Okay, he has cred.
Black belt. He did it. I said, whoa, because it's not funny, but they know to come to the black church because that's where all the black people are in that town that don't have a record that can vote. You got the uppity black guys. I'm serious. All the uppity blacks are there. You know, they're there with the wife and kid, with the family, the husband. You know, they got jobs. Everybody's got jobs. The uppity Negroes are there, so they know to go say something nice, hug them after service. You got the black vote. You win. You win. And that's what they do. So I already know Joe Biden will be at my church around
anytime soon. Yeah.
September or October. Whenever we open those doors for the church, because Como is going to end. It's going to end around October, right before the elections, so he can come to church. So he can come to church, and he's going to be. I remember this day. I am going to take a picture and say, "Didn't I tell you guys Joe Biden was going to come to the black church?" That's what he's doing. He's coming.
That is. I'm sorry, but that is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what they do, Joanna. That's what they do.
That is so fucked up.
And then you won't see another Democrat come by for 4 more years.
You won't see another one for 4 more years. It's like clockwork, bro.
And then the people and the people actually go for it. They actually fall for it.
Yeah, we have to. It's the way the world tells us.
Yeah.
I'm black. I must vote Democrat. Period.
That is so fucked up.
I'm black.
Yeah, sure you will. I can tell. I love your sarcasm.
I don't know.
I really do.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have a prediction who he's going to pick for his running mate?
I don't. See, and that's what the problem is. See, the problem is whoever his running mate is that's who's the Democratic candidate. Everybody knows Joe will be done in like 6 months. So whoever that lady is, sounds like he's going with a lady. Whoever she is and he can't do Kamala, the Harris. They ain't going for that. A lot of the sisters don't like her. That attitude, the little neck rolling back, that ain't gonna work. He's got to get they say he's gonna get a girl. What's that other chick? What's the chick name? What's the one from Atlanta I like, baby? Who?
Klobuchar?
Lance Barter, the mayor. That gal from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. You know. But that's up because she went to FAMU when I was up there. She's a good girl. But I don't. She's
a good girl.
It's tricky because like okay. All right. Like if I was a black guy being Joe, I'm Joe. Like say Chris Priest is Joe, I'm black. I would need a white woman. I would have to get a Sharon to balance it out for America. So Joe being a white guy, he's got to get a sister. But I don't know which one. That's safe. He's got to get a safe one.
Right.
He should get Candace Owens. Candace Owens will push him over the top.
I thought the steward was Michelle Obama.
No, it couldn't be Michelle. She wouldn't dare.
Chris, I thought Michelle Obama was going to come out from the hedges where Barack
went about it too, but she ain't gonna do it. I'm telling you, Joe Biden and Candace Owens would win.
She was that.
People's head would explode with that ticket.
Yeah, no shit.
It would be a landslide. It would be ridiculous. It would be a runaway. It would be so crazy, shocking, crazy.
We would be Joe one fall down away.
It would be every woman, every black person, every minority,
everybody. Yeah, you're right.
Old white men.
One medical mystery away from Candace Owens taking over. That would be crazy.
Oh my! Can you imagine? I'm going to Poland when that happens.
Candace is so conservative.
Oh, she's gone. She can play the game.
Candace Owens ain't going.
She can play that game. She's good. Yeah. She's another one. I mean,
she's playing the game.
I mean, you do know she had the NAACP with her when she was like 17 because she was being discriminated.
I remember.
Oh, she was
I
discriminated
remember.
against. And now she got that good
Oh,
white
yes.
boyfriend. Now she got that white boyfriend. Now
She
she
got
my
that
husband.
good boyfriend.
She's
She's not gonna fuck with that either. Let me tell you.
I think her white
She
husband.
knows where her bread is buttered.
Yeah, she know. She ain't crazy.
Bread is butter, and she got white bread.
She's smart.
Yeah, she
No
loves
holy bread
white
for
bread.
her.
She
She's
dipping
smart.
all
She eating
in
that
that
white
vanilla.
bread.
She dipping in that vanilla.
Whatever. I'm just saying,
everybody knows her.
Gonzo,
Oh my gosh, you guys! I gotta say this. My cousin from Poland
she's,
just
you know,
joined us.
she's
Everybody say hi, Marta.
Hi, Marta.
Hi, Marta. My cousin
Let's
from Poland.
let's drink to
Hi,
Poland.
6 hours ahead. Poland, Marta. This is to you.
Here's
Thank
to you,
you.
Marta, from your new black
Let's
friend.
Yeah, she's in Poland, you guys, and she's
She knows a
watching
black
us.
person now. Hi,
Nice.
Marta, you know a black person now.
He's like,
Like a real black person.
That's so cool. I love my cousin. She's great. But
She's like a real black person. I thought they just make those in the movie. I thought they were black things.
she's like, what are we doing? Watching Roots? No, I'm just kidding.
My God.
Oh, it's Chris. I can say that with Chris, right?
Yeah, you can. I'm not
I
that
love it.
sensitive.
You can say
I'm actually a real
it.
comedian. I'm not sensitive.
He's fucking amazing. Chris, you're the best.
Oh,
You
stop
are.
it.
You really are.
Oh, my
You
God.
really
You
are. You're the
guys,
best.
it's 53 minutes. You guys are cool.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
So what do you think? What do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Remember, Sharon, that question you had. What do you think the funny people of the century would say about these things that are happening now, like Joan Rivers?
Oh,
Right?
the comedians from back then. Oh, they would
Yeah.
be.
What the
bad.
fuck would they say? Like,
They would be
all
censored.
this.
They wouldn't be here. They'd be censored.
They'd be censored.
Censored already. They can't talk.
That's exactly right.
They wouldn't be able to talk.
Milton Berle and
Oh my
Lenny
God.
Bruce.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like George
seriously.
Carlin,
Say
all
your
those
mind.
people would be shut down.
I was
What would they
watching.
be saying?
Who was I watching the other day? I watched Eddie Murphy Raw
George
the other
Carlin.
day.
So
I'm-
prolific.
Yeah, the stuff they said. I was watching Eddie Murphy Raw the other night by accident. I was just up. And the stuff he was saying, I was like, oh my God. They would crucify him right now. Oh,
I know.
Or like George Carlin. What would he have to
Carlin,
say?
all
about
those
it?
guys. No way. No
I
way.
love him. I love him. But what would he say about
We
this?
all used
I mean, they would have plenty to say because they were real artists. They would figure out a way, to
Yeah.
still be great. But but God knows it's material every way. It just turn on all I do is just flip from channel to channel to channel to get material. It's just funny. Because you can go, I've never seen a world where I can go to CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News and hear one story and hear it 3 different ways and be like, wow, this is
Yep.
crazy.
Thank you.
What? Because
Thank
see,
you.
Crazy, isn't it?
because the one thing I used to say about the news when I was a kid, I don't care how boring it was. When Ann Bishop and Dwight Lauderdale got off of Channel 10 News, I could go to the bank with it that it was fact. It was boring. It was boring, but
Right.
it was a fact. Whatever those
But it
people
was
said on those
facts.
news, it was fact. And now it's, you got the internet, you got the news. I don't know who's telling the truth anymore. That's what's the scariest part.
Yeah,
is.
it's all opinion pieces, and they're just trying to get ratings. They don't
Yeah,
care if
and
it's right. They just has to be sensational.
Yeah, and that's why I tell them all the time, facts
That's
over
right.
favorites. That is my favorite. That's my life motto, man. Facts over favorites. I don't care about who you're red or blue, blah, blah, blah. Is it the truth? Is it a fact? And if you can't tell me it's a fact, just get back to me when you can.
Yeah,
Okay?
well, Doggy Almeida just said they report the facts, not interpretations.
Exactly.
And that's
It's
that's a very good
and
point.
it's fair.
Yes.
Nobody can just take it the way you. If I give it to you, they used to tell us when hey, the truth hurts, and it hurts more than ever now. Jesus Christ, you tell
Yeah.
somebody the truth, woo, They're all in their feelings, they're crying, and you can't tell anybody the truth anymore because you're scared you're gonna hurt their feelings.
It probably doesn't hurt more than it used to. We're just softer than we used to. We
All
just
right,
can't
that's a
take
good
any.
point. All right, I'm
we
glad
can't
you
take
said
anything. Yeah.
But can
People
you,
just
can you,
they want safe spaces. They want to be. They want to feel cuddled. They can't take a fucking truth.
but can you imagine like Joan Rivers with her, you know, the way she was made up and whatever?
That was a good girl.
What the fuck is going on? Well, she didn't say what the fuck, but whatever her thing was. I mean,
Yeah, I would love to hear some George Carlin take right now.
George Carlin. Oh my gosh, I love him. I
Even one of my favorite, like underrated people that had such great opinions, and they could say something that sound completely awful, completely off tilt, but they will convince you by the end of their time to say it. Was Patrice O'Neill. That guy was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a good guy too. Oh wow.
You know what my favorite thing was, George Carlin, about the saving the planet and the environment and stuff, when he went off about save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, or whatever. Oh my God.
We got to work on your memory, sweetness.
What did you say?
Sweetness, we got to work on your memory, sweetness.
Wasn't
first
that
first Bruce Springsteen, now you're doing now this?
Your memory plays a little bit.
I'm drinking, okay? I'm drinking.
I know this.
We're all drinking.
I'm drinking and I'm having hot flashes, menopause, brain fog. Give a lady a break there.
Poor baby. Poor baby.
We got Chris on the show. She's getting Joanna
all
flustered.
Fault, Chris.
Oh, buddy. Mm-hmm.
But that was George Carlin. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
why are you telling me my memory was wrong? I remember. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save the snails.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
What? What am I mixing up? Mixing up?
How long do you people stay on?
We're getting off right about now.
I thought we were getting at that hour mark. You guys have been amazing.
We tend to run long. If you want to leave, you can leave. We're not holding you.
I'm so grateful that you came on this show.
Chris, we are so grateful you came on.
Of course.
Even you just made fun of me. Whatever.
Oh, no, never. We got any more race bait before we go?
We got tons
no,
of
I'm
it.
here. Anything? Oh, wait. I have a segment here before I go.
Okay.
Anything you wanted to ask a black guy but were afraid to ask, this is your chance.
Joanna?
We'll start
Why are you singling me out?
I feel like you have something you want to ask Chris.
I have a lot of questions. I have so many questions. I'm still chewing on the George Carlin thing, so you guys moment.
Joanna. All right, I'll ask the question for Joanna. Chris, can we see your nipples?
No, we can't do
brown?
that.
What?
I'm a family man. Thank you, Brett. You wanted to
He's
do that.
married. Shut up, Brett.
And plus, that was what you wanted, Brett. I'm not.
That's
into
not
Thank you,
cheating.
I'm exit only, no entry, buddy.
It's not cheating. Just show your nipples.
We don't roll like that, man. I like Will Manners and all, but we don't roll like that. You have a question, Sharon?
Yes, I do. I want to know, is it true if once you go black, you never go back? In the bed. I don't know. I haven't gone down that road, but I've heard.
I know. Okay. I know people that have gone. They've gone back to the other side, to the other color after they've dealt with a brother.
The other color.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that now that they have the measuring stick, it's pretty bad on the new white guy. She's just
right. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
And now that she has something to measure,
from your mouth.
Poor baby. She's not looking at her white friend like.
But I gotta finish this podcast.
I just wanted to ask you.
Thank you, babe. This is no problem. Thank you. But I'm here to help.
I got a question from Gonzo.
The myth is true most times. Go ahead. The whole hand.
I heard there was a thing about black women. Once you go black, check your credit or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we'll leave on that note.
Listen, my son used to have a black girlfriend, and somebody told them that or something. And I
Hold it,
heard
Brett.
that.
I've been waiting to say this for an hour. You're racist. That was racist, Joanna.
That was so racist. I know. I feel terrible. I apologize.
Well, I would just
That
like
was
to
not
thank.
only racist. That was also sexist. I said women.
And you're a woman. This is
Speaking of that, Chris, would you like to plug your merch?
always, man. I just about to say
This is
that.
such a treat for me. I can't even tell. I think I'm with a.
I got my t-shirts here. Unk Life. Unk is a guy over 40 who thinks he's cool. I have a whole that crosses political lines, race, everything. He's just an older man who thinks he's cool. There's a bunch of us out here.
Everybody want to say hello to Bruno? Come here, Bruno. Come here.
You can get those on unklifeentertainment.com. I have a website. Order. I'll mail them to you or I will deliver. Where's your little doggy,
Come here,
Sharon? Sharon, you guys, that is really white. You take your dog with you on your trips?
It's not my dog. It's not my
Okay, all right.
dog.
Hey,
You know, you
Chris,
guys
what
love those
are
animals.
you drinking? What were you drinking for this whole hour?
Come over.
Um,
Listen, when's your birthday?
This hour
Chris,
has
when's your
been
birthday?
brought to you by Grey Goose Vodka.
I could, okay.
In the
You
hood, it is referred to as Lucy Goosey.
Lucy Goosey.
Ooh.
Yep. Okay.
And Tito's.
And that's
I got
what
Tito's.
my wife was on Tito's.
All
And she was
right.
listening.
Oh my gosh,
The
you're
wife was
mixing
on
your
Tito's.
booze.
Tito rhymes with
I love
keto.
your wife.
Tito rhymes with
Hello.
keto, baby.
There you go. It's a good diet, man.
That's right.
Gluten free.
Gluten free.
Very healthy. Very healthy. It's very good for you.
Gluten
So,
free.
so where can we see you? Like what shows? Where can we
I don't
see
know.
you?
It's gonna be rough for a while. We're gonna be club quarantine.
That is so freaking messed up.
Cafe Corona.
Fucking
But
corona, man.
I do have Real Husbands of Comedy with Bert and Pookie on Tuesdays at 8:30 because it says Real Husbands of Comedy. It's pretty crazy too.
Real husband of comedy.
8:30 on Tuesdays. Real Husbands of Comedy.
Real
And we talk about
husband.
real life stuff.
Where is it online?
Yeah, we go live. We go live at 8:30. We stream it on
Okay.
Tuesdays. This week's episode, we're talking about those what do we call the kids when you got the extra kids? Co-parenting.
What is it?
Co-parenting.
Is it on Facebook?
Facebook, beautiful.
How come we
Co-parenting.
haven't heard about this?
We've only been doing it 3 weeks. We just started it. We're gonna get out of it. We're working out the kinks. We're about to kick it out for real.
Your
Oh, I
PR
want to.
person.
It's on my page, babe. And
I
you
haven't
follow me on
seen it.
YouTube and all that
I
good stuff.
haven't seen it.
I got all kind of crap up. It doesn't
You gotta
matter.
do it. Come on, more PR, Chris. You're so good at it.
No, I stick at it. You guys have just been amazing. I've enjoyed every second of this. Every second of this.
You.
And wait,
You know-
I'm gonna get it.
There's been so much fun. And before the show, I even told Sharon when we were in Winter Haven, didn't I tell you? I was like, Chris is so intelligent and smart. I really want to come off as a smart person. I don't want to come off as a ditz. And now I blew it anyways.
We're excited, Chris. Like a little feather in our
And now with this George Carlin thing, like I still don't know what the fuck happened. But whatever.
This is orgasmic.
Chris is just coming all over the place.
I know,
Keep going, Joanna.
Oh, man.
He's drinking
Oh.
Juicy Goosey or whatever.
Oh.
Goosey, Lucy.
Amazing.
We like it. We like it. It's good. Whatever we feel happy. It's all good.
But I hope you don't mind we ask you all these weird questions. We
No, you're
got
fine.
nobody
You were
to
good.
ask.
I was
Listen,
actually scared. I
got
thought it was
nobody
gonna be
to
worse.
ask.
You did good.
anybody that we would ask these kind of questions would be like, you're a fucking racist and you're an
No.
asshole. And why are you asking? And
You know why?
Ridiculous.
And I'm gonna leave you guys on this. You know why I did the show? Because I've seen all 3 of you before. I've met you. So it's not like it's some random weirdo on Facebook bothering me.
Right.
So I actually know you guys. You've walked in a club together. I've seen you in a club. I've touched your shoulders. I know you hear me.
I've
Did
hugged
an
you.
elbow bump.
Hugged you.
Out of all those people on Facebook, I tell people I might know maybe 8% of the list. So it's just Facebook. I don't know.
Me too.
I
Me
don't
too.
know.
Me too.
I don't know. I know you three though, but I don't know them. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
I know
right.
I have 5,000 Facebook friends. I know 12 of them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't know you. So you really think that post was about you? You think that
Right,
important?
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. How
You're giving
self-centered can
yourself
you get,
way too much
asshole?
credit. You're giving yourself way too much credit. This Facebook,
Yeah,
I don't like
exactly.
you like that. I really don't.
You know how many
So-
times I say if the shoe fits, wear it. I don't know what to tell you.
God.
That motherfucking shoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
That girl. Sharon, you're the best. Brett, that wasn't for you, Joanna. Brett, this pal to the screen, I guess is how we do it.
Chris, thank
Nothing
you
to the
so
screen.
much. Thank
Oh,
you so
God, that was
much.
What an
Okay,
honor.
so in closing the show, do you ladies want to plug your social medias, or do we have any sponsors you want to mention,
Oh, you're so cute. You're like, no.
ladies?
Go, Sharon.
Yes, I actually want to talk about Back to One Skincare. My dear friend Irene, who owns the company, she's a little bit on the down low and things are a little quiet right now. So I just wanted to mention Irene, and actually even Gio, who used to be a part of ChatFight. We're all still using our products. As you can see, except for my neck. Let me fix my neck.
You look radiant. I forgot to tell you before you started.
Always
It's-
I've been hanging out with you guys. What is it called again? One more time. What was the
Back to One. It's called Back to One.
back to one? All right.
Yeah, we got our own merch too, Chris.
I wanted you to say you just look radiant tonight. Radiant. That's one of them good white words I learned. You look
There you
radiant.
go, radiant. Yeah, whatever you do, don't use the word
Whatever
whitening.
you guys using, keep using it. You both look absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
You can use gluten-free now in the skincare process.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the mask, we won't be able to use that anymore. But
No, we can use it. We just can't take pictures of us
yeah,
in a mask. Don't take pictures of yourself in a mask. That's it.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
you
it's a charcoal mask.
Well, don't do the charcoal mask. How about you do the strawberry mask?
Yeah. Well,
Do
we
the
don't have a
green mask.
strawberry mask.
Do the
Yeah, wear your
purple
mask.
mask.
Wear your mask. Wash your hands.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get
exactly.
canceled like the Golden Girls.
Speaking of masks, Chris, are you a mask guy or like a non-mask?
I mean, I'm not that guy that's gonna fight everybody, so I wear it in the store when I'm supposed to. I don't drive with it, you know.
My mask.
I don't drive with it.
It's
I wear
weird.
my mask in the store.
All jokes aside, though, it depends where you're at. I mean, I went to Flanagan's and had a beer with a buddy of mine on the east side of town.
Right.
Nobody in that place had one on. I go to some part.
Right?
Oh,
They
really?
didn't. They walked in and everybody was just at the bar eating and drinking.
Interesting.
I did that party last week I was telling you about. Nobody, my wife was the only one in there with a mask on. She was sitting there like, why the hell all these people? Why don't they have on a mask? Nobody cared. It's and I don't like it. It's so strange because for everybody, you got people that say, oh man, I know 5 people that lost their life from it. And then I can talk to 5 people that say, I don't know one person that got it. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. But so I leave it alone because one person's situation is so different to everybody. Because that's one thing that's crossing political lines. I know some people that, it affects more than it's affected others. I got some people that say, oh, it's a hoax. I know people that still believe that to this day. And I know some that won't let you in their house because they think everybody got a germ. Yeah, this is crazy. There's no middle ground on this Kobo thing. You're either on one extreme or the other. I try to, usually my life is being in the middle. I like being in the middle, but this was kind of tricky. So to answer your question, I just keep my mask with me. When I get to the store, I put it on.
That's what I do.
Law-abiding citizen. I don't want to be that guy walking in Publix without the mask saying I'm tough guy.
I don't need to be that person.
I don't need to be that person either.
I don't need to be that person.
Brett is that person.
No, I'll walk in Publix with
We
it on.
pick our battles.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not getting into all that. That's a waste of battle, like you said. Who wants to get in an
Yeah.
argument over?
Yeah, you pick your bottles. I mean, yeah.
Like, we don't need to be doing that. I'm not
Okay,
gonna fight.
definitely.